Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Locky. I'm from the Center for Applied English Studies at the University of Hong Kong. And the title of my talk today it's about time for a Systemic Functional Linguistics GenAI chatbot, a proposal. And today I'll be introducing to you a chatbot that I made on POE called SFLinguist _ Halliday. So the outline of my talk, first we'll briefly go through the context and background, which includes the overview of the initiative, and then a quick intro of the SFL passes by Mick O'Donnell. Then I'll go through the potential benefits of GenAI chatbots in general, followed by a demonstration time with you all. And finally, we'll end the presentation with advantages, challenges, and a Q&A. All right, so the overview of the initiative, it's rather simple. Basically, it's trying to address the challenges in manual SFL text analysis, which, as we all know, it's time-consuming because it's highly complex. Then there are also two different schools of SFL, the Prague as well as the Sydney school. And also because of the subjectivity that's involved in the interpretation during analysis. To handle all the above issues mentioned, Mick O'Donnell has dedicated 2 decades of his time to program SFL passes for us. However, unfortunately, none of these passes is published on the internet, so to speak. They are not available online for public use, and there are very few scholars who can actually get their hands on them. Right, and this is where the GenAI might be able to come in to solve the issues. So let's talk about the potential benefits of GenAI in chatbots in general. Based on my research here, as you can see on the right side, GenAI actually provide personalized and adaptive learning experience for the students. It's capable of doing that. It can serve as a valuable tool for educators, can help us design more effective and engaging learning activities and materials, and to do that efficiently. It can provide second opinions to researchers when they are doing their own analysis of their data, and definitely can improve efficiency of scholarly work production. Right, and without further ado, this is the demonstration time.
I'm old and old-fashioned, which means that you don't get all the aids that you're accustomed to. There will be no PowerPoint, there will be no other forms of display. All you'll have is a talking voice.
Right, so this little voice recording is actually taken from Michael Halliday's talk, and we can find that on YouTube. So first of all, why POE as the platform? Well, 3 main reasons. Number 1, it is very accessible in most regions, I would say. And it allows the creation of chatbots for free. So basically, anybody who would like to create one can. And finally, that it allows the use of system prompt, which allows the creator to put in or to enter the input all kinds of persona or to help refining the results they want. And that's very important. So here you can see on POE, by the way, if you would like to do this with us, please feel free to log on to your POE website and with your account as we go through this following part. First of all, you have to select the roleplay bot as the main tool. Then you just enter a name for your bot. As for the description, just enter anything that probably let users understand better, what your chatbot is about. Okay. And next, you have to select the large language model of your choice. I'll talk a little bit more about considerations for what kind of a chatbot you should be picking. But here I use Claude Haiku 3. Next, it's really the most important part of a chatbot that makes everything different from just a general chatbot, and that's the area of system prompt. So depending on what you put down in the system prompt text field right here, it will determine how basically your chatbot will perform with the LLM of your choice. So as you can see, it says just you are Michael Halliday, founding father of Systemic Functional Linguistics, SFL, and embody his personality and intellectual style. Next, it's the knowledge base. And for me to create this particular chatbot, I restricted the documents to only be those publicly available ones. So basically, if they are behind paywalls, I will not be including those. But if I just say I go to Google search engine and I type the keyword and I'm able to find a PDF, then I will be including in this particular knowledge base because of the copyright concern, obviously. So here it's the greeting, right? That if you go to this particular chatbot, it will say, and this is the persona of the chatbot. Okay, right. So let's start playing with this particular chatbot. Right, first question I would like to ask: it's what is a gerund called in systemic functional grammar? And this is what the chatbot returns. Basically, yeah. Nominalized verb and all verbal noun. It's the result. Right, do you think this is accurate? All right, let's try the second one. And this is one of the questions that I often need to ask again and again just to remind myself. So can you tell me the difference between attributive and identifying relational processes? And let's see what the GenAI returned. All right, and again, I'm going to let you have a few seconds just to read up. All right, what do you think about the output? You agree? All right. Okay, well, let's try. Yeah, actually, it's your turn to try now. So, go to if you're already on POE, great. Then just type the following link to the address bar. Okay, so poe.com/sflinguist underscore Halliday. Okay, and what you can try this. You can try this particular query that I have here. Basically, perform a transitivity analysis on this sentence. The sentence is actually taken from Introducing Functional Grammar by Thompson, 2014. But you can try anything. All right, you can try anything that you like as well. So I'm going to give you say 20 seconds just to enter the query or anything else that you would like to ask, okay, and see how it performs. Okay. How are you doing? You got the answers? Let's see what the mine gave me. It's very long, so again, I'm going to let you have 20 seconds just to read up. And yeah, and then see if you are happy with the outcome. Okay, so if you actually entered what I did right there, you can see in the middle, this is the answer. I would actually like it to be put into table like what Thompson did. But for what we see here, this is already pretty good. Basically, there's the actor, the young girl, followed by the process, material process, bounded, and then circumstance location, so out of the gate. So for these, for this particular instance, it's the results is pretty accurate, and the explanation is also pretty helpful. And so I can, you can imagine that students using this chatbot will be able to get some help, without having a teacher or tutor next to them. Okay, so let's do a quick roundup of the advantages. Right? The good thing about using the POE is that there is no need for a VPN to access the website. And the quality of the sources really depends on the information you provided. So the more reliable those information or the knowledge-based documents, basically the more credible the answers will be. Okay, it's very efficient because you have tried it just now. It's very quick, and the results are fairly accurate. But then obviously, if you try out other queries, you might be able to find something that does not work so well. Right? From my experience, it's, for example, the appraisal. The chatbot will be either give less detail, give you less detail on the answers, or maybe you maybe just need a bit more prompting to get to what you really want. All right, so the improvement potential is there, because if you have POE, let's say if you're the creator of the chatbot and you find that maybe this particular kind of responses is not very satisfactory, you can actually go to the system prompt and revise it to fine-tune the answers, so fine-tunable. But and one more thing. So as the large language models improve, the answers should get better with time, with the newer versions rolling out. But yeah, that is a potential benefit. As for challenges, well, first of all, as a creator of a chatbot, particularly on POE, is to really consider the balance between the cost of each query and the performance. Because number one, it cannot be too expensive. Like see the top left corner here. If I set the large language model to Claude 3.7 Sonnet, each query it's going to cost 941 points, and that was already like a few weeks ago. And then so it may not be the same today, but you can see that this is 941 points, and as compared to the one that I used, the Claude 3 Haiku or Claude Haiku 3, it's just 20 plus points per query, and it's huge difference because if you're using POE, you are given basically 3,000 points per day, free points per day. So if you're charging 20 points, you can ask a lot of questions. But if you're charging the 941 points, maximum 2 questions per day for anybody using it. So yeah, there's this. As kind of introduced just now, POE updates the cost of points pretty often. So if you go to these models and you press the button to see the pricing again, it will be different. The cost is fluctuating all the time. And different LLMs perform very differently, so that is something we have to pay attention to. And then, the knowledge base for my version is limited to just publicly available documents because of the copyright concerns and, of course, the ethical concerns as well. And I guess this is the best I can do for now. Yeah. And finally, the results are not going to be 100% accurate as for all LLMs or for all GenAI programs. We should know about that. So we cannot rely on it like completely, especially for research. Then there's an alternative and I suppose a lot of you already know about, it's the notebook LM. Right? It has a lot of advantages over POE as well. Number one, it's free to use. Number two, there's no need for a VPN if you are using the mobile app. Although if you're using the web version, you probably need a VPN in some regions, including Hong Kong. Right. One more thing is that there is no system prompts allowed or permitted for fine tuning the results that you have, and so so there are both the good part of it, and then also there's the weaknesses of Notebook LM. But yeah, they can be very similar. All right, so the key takeaways of my talk today is number one, copyright issues have limited the potential of a publicly available SFL chatbot. Number two, a large amount of well SFL coded or well coded SFL examples are difficult to find. So because the performance of the analysis of any SFL analysis really depends on examples, quality examples. So the more you have it, the better the performance will be, the analysis will be. But yeah, really just finding these nicely coded, well-coded examples is immensely difficult. Number three, while not perfect, a GenAI-powered SFL chatbot can be useful for learning and research, and I hope you can see that from just now that short demonstration. And number four, in fact, everybody can create their private SFL chatbot. So based on what we have talked about today, and once you get to know the basics, you know how to build your knowledge base, and if you want to use Notebook LM, and basically you are, everybody is able to create a pretty good chatbot for themselves, for private use, that is. So yeah, and that's basically what I want to cover about my topic today. And so just a little bit of a side promotion here. The University of Hong Kong, specifically the Center for Applied English Studies, is organizing a conference between 2nd and the 3rd of June next year. And the conference title is Innovations in Language Education, Advancing Pedagogy, Practice, and Research. I'm sharing this because, well, number one, all of you are welcome to join. And number two, we have Kay O'Halloran, who's going to be one of our keynote speaker at the conference. So I'm sure you will be happy to attend her talk and learn more from her. All right, so that's the end of my presentation or my talk. And here is the Q&A session. So please feel free to ask questions. I'll be happy to answer all of them. Thank you.